The year 2013, we almost hardly knew ye, but not yet. What were the best cars from the year of the snake? And what about 2014? Which cars will prove 14 is an epic year for sports cars of all price range? We'll be counting down the best of 13 and 14 in an upcoming show. But before we do that, we want to know what you guys think. And that's today on After Drive. What do you think?
All right, Mike, we're rolling.
Ian Whalen.
Mike Spinelli.
So 2013 is almost up, which means it's almost time to look back at the cars that made us as giddy as Leo Parente in a minus-sized men's shop.
I'm here to amuse you. What was that?
Well, it's a short joke, but it's
Wow.
wrapped in a very positive joke about your love for suits.
You're a
Mike-
dapper man.
Dapper.
Okay, nice friggin' try. Let's
You're
stop.
quite you're a haberdashery enthusiast.
We're not here to talk about fashion.
That's true. We are talking about cars from 2013 and 2014, looking ahead and looking back, because at the end of the year, what does everybody do? They look back and then they look ahead, right? It's like crossing the street.
So you want people's choices of their favorite cars or best cars.
Yeah.
And for example, to be clear, 2013 model year, like the Viper is a 13 model year.
Yes.
But Corvette C7 was launched in 13, but it's the 2014 model year.
So we're
it's
talking-
a separate list.
Absolutely. Talking
Got it.
model years.
Got
So
it.
we're looking back at the cars from 13 that you think are great, and the ones from 14 that are going to make 14 one of the best years for sports cars, I think, in the past decade. Could be 2 decades.
It's looking good.
It's looking fantastic right now.
Got potential.
But we want to know what you guys think. We're going to keep talking, and if you want to hang with us, go ahead and keep watching. Or not, and then go right to the comments right now and tell us the cars from 2013, 2014 that you think are the best, that you love the most, that you think that automakers went above and beyond. That's the thing. It's like sometimes automaking is a cynical exercise where there's sort of a, you throw a couple of stripes on, you add a little bit more torque.
Or
and
you
think
launch a Toyota Corolla.
Or you launch a Toyota Corolla and you think you got a sports car. But what are the cars that are really the cars that you think are the ones where automakers went above and beyond and went that extra mile?
And why are we here?
You're here because we want some examples from the drive people who happen to be here in the studio
Well,
today.
let's go according to height first.
Okay, so it'll be Ian, whose mint green Oxford adds a bit of class to this show.
Thanks, Mike.
Just
I
saying.
try hard.
He's way hung up on fashion today, isn't he?
I'm just saying. I'm wearing black, so that's it's very slimming.
It's always in style.
It's always in style. Look at that guy. Go ahead.
All right.
Wow.
So we'll start with 2013, all right?
2013.
So here's some examples. So that we have the SRT Viper,
Yes.
the Porsche Cayman, the Aston Martin Vanquish, and as a bonus, the Range Rover, the new Range Rover with the aluminum chassis.
With the aluminum chassis. Okay, see, speaking of classing up the joint. No, it's a very strong list. Those are just examples, of
Yeah,
course.
just examples.
Those aren't going to be.
You guys probably have a lot of other stuff that I didn't even think of.
Right. But Leo's checking out some writing. Was that you right?
So 2013.
Okay, 13.
So I'm going to go with the John Varvatos 300C.
Really? So you're keeping to the haberdashery.
Right, see,
theme.
fashion. Okay.
Right.
How about this? Actually, it was a 2013 model year, so the FRS, that whole Scion thing.
That's absolutely
Yes.
true. Right.
And then at the other end of the spectrum, the 2013 Ferrari F12.
okay.
Right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that'll
then
work.
you mentioned Cayman.
Yeah.
Was the Boxster a 13 or a 14? The new Boxster.
I think it was
Yeah.
13. I think they came out the same year.
So there you go. There's 3
Okay. Cool.
sports cars.
I mean, you could say Focus ST for 13, Fiesta ST for 14.
Got
What
it.
if you were to do that?
So what else for 13, 2013?
Could be Cadillac ETS.
Sporty car, sports sedan?
Well, here's the thing, right?
ahead.
What does the drive audience think about sport? I mean, we talk about sports cars or enthusiast cars.
Okay.
So you could say Tesla S because that's kind of, it's sort of, you look at the specs on the performance numbers, it's close to the M5.
car runs quick.
It's very quick, so you could call, it's up to you guys, really. I
It doesn't
what
have
do
to be
you
just
think?
sports cars. You guys might like things about other cars too.
Toyota Avalon, for example. If you guys happen to really... also, let's see, what else? So you could say...
So you said 14 was going to be a phenomenal year.
Yeah.
What I heard C7, other than C7, what else we got that makes 14 so mega?
Well, Fiesta ST for
Oh,
another
that's
one.
right, okay,
Yeah. Well,
okay.
you know, you get your three very high-tech sports cars, supercars, even if you want to call it that. The McLaren P1, the Ferrari LaFerrari, and Porsche 918
Yeah,
Spider.
yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, those are going to be epic.
The F-Type is a 2014
F-Type,
model
F-Type.
year car, even though they're on the streets already.
That's very true.
Oh, the
right.
Jag?
Yeah.
The Jag.
Yeah. Oh, and in one of your other after drives, you guys were waxing on, waxing off about this car.
I'm sorry?
Whatever. The 2014 Nismo GTR.
Right.
That is definitely on my 14 list.
That's true. That's the Leo Parente Wolf car. If you were the Wolf.
I want to see you driving around the city. With
No,
that.
I want to see Leo just like show up at to be the fixer at murder scenes.
It would be so cool if you had the show car, the matte gray paint.
I think that car's cool. That
Yeah.
car was so. Long ago, I did a whatever we used to do for Fastlane Daily. We did a Nissan GTR.
Yeah.
And I had it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Mrs. Parente hated the car. I loved the car. Okay, and every ethnic group pulled up beside and thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
And it was just a wonderful, wonderful car. It just that's me.
There you
I-
go.
I could do that.
600 horsepower.
Doesn't matter.
We should start a
Doesn't matter.
Kickstarter for you to get a GTR.
To get a car?
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's 2013 looking back, 2014 looking ahead. We're going to be doing that on an after drive in a couple of weeks. So don't forget @drive on Twitter, /drive.tv, facebook.com/drivetv, and drive.jalopnik.com for an increasing amount of content.
Right. Writing some articles these
Writing
days,
some articles.
right?
There'll be some articals there. Yeah, Drive is
you
expanding.
journalist, you.
Wow, I detect a little sarcasm there.
No,
Leo.
that was feigning respect.
Feigning respect. Thank you very much.
Because you can't feign respect.
Thanks very much. After Drive, that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next week for another After Drive, and we'll let you know when our year-end, year-ahead After Drive episode will be.
A lot of cars to pick from.
Yeah.
None of them are Lincoln.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry, Lincoln.